social media comments. Askreddit. Girls, what was the most obvious hint you dropped, and the guy just didn't get it? Invited him over to watch a movie, eventually laying my legs across his lap and hard flirting, but after 4 movies I had to finally make the move. 4 movies in one night? Or like 4 evenings spread over a few weeks? Both seems astonishingly long time to get your hints. 4 in one night. After I had told him previously that I'm giving him the green light. He said he was scared of creeping me out, lol. We were discussing costumes and I sent a picture of me in my bunny suit and said I'd need help out of it. His response was telling me he hoped my roommate was home or that would suck. I had to tell him I was implying I'd like him to take it off me, and it took him a minute to catch up. Jessica, that makes no sense. How can I help you when I'm clear across town? A girl came to my house once and spent the night. Around the time for bed, she told me she doesn't sleep with a top on or panties. I told her that's okay, I'll sleep on the couch so she can be comfy. She called me from downstairs later that night and told me she couldn't sleep and she was cold. I figured, well, obviously, naked. So I gave her another blanket and went back downstairs. Damn. I hope she wasn't hot. Very attractive. I was just trying to be a good person. We've all done it. It's fucking sad thinking about it, lol. I had a girl invite me round her house once just to show me her posters. They were all of Harley-Davidson motorbikes, and she said she's never ridden a Harley before. Awkward silence, and after a few other bits of small talk I decided to be on my way. 2 years later I'm sitting on the bus and realized what she meant. Harley. Ridden a Harley. My name is Harley. Damn, I feel so bad for her. That's a perfect line too. My fiancée thinks leaving my bedroom door open when she spent the night, when we were just friends, and she lived out of town, and there was absolutely no reason for me to think anything romantic was going on, was obvious. I got up and closed the door because the AC was on and was low-key miffed. Edit. We were friends for a long time before we got together, and she had a meeting early in the morning, so I gave her my bed and slept on the couch. She left the door open thinking I would take the hint. Do you know how creepy it would be if you tried to hop into bed without her asking if she wasn't into you? This is exactly what I said. Haha. I'm sure if Emily, from 15 years ago, saw this thread, she'd say. Invited this guy to my place after our date. Got him into my room, into my bed. He was just lying there, so I told him my back was feeling sore, and asked him if he could give me a massage. His reply, "Oh, I don't want to crush you with my weight." He was about 170 pounds. Gave up and went to sleep. Truth is, I did get the hint. But at the time I was a virgin, and I was convinced I had an STD. Yeah, good combo. Turns out I didn't have an STD. Virgin with an STD. It's amazing what our teenage minds will come up with to make us even more awkward and weird. It's snowing. Just stay here. You can sleep in my bed. I had a similar thing, out camping, and my accommodation was a fair walk away. Girl was like, "It's fine, you can just stay in my tent." Me, "Oh, great. Do you have a spare sleeping bag then?" She'd literally been cuddled up between my legs at the campfire all evening, and I still didn't get it. Straight up told him I like him. I think his response was something like, "But I'm kinda trash," or something self-deprecating. He's friends with my best friend, and she confirmed that his depression is so bad that it takes a lot before he actually accepts any sort of positive attention. I think to some degree it's mutual. Hard to tell, as I, too, am oblivious when guys drop hints. Edit. So, this blew up more than I was expecting. Never had a comment get nearly this much attention. We're all on the same proverbial boat, it seems. Here's a summary of some common answers. What happened after? We still talk nearly daily. No forward motion on the I like you front, but I'm gonna be there for him whether we're friends or something else. There's definitely some forky tendencies, I suppose. Some solid points out there about the lack of compliments towards men. Everyone needs to be complimented here and there, whether it's about looks or talent or even just a nice shirt. Accepting them is hard as hell though. You like me? Well, that's a red flag. Are you sure? Please sign here and here to verify you are okay with a psych evaluation. I refuse to belong to any club that would have me as a member. We're going to pay you based on your skills, qualifications, and experience. I refuse to work for so little. Talked to this guy every day for like a month before someone else told him I was into him. I also repeatedly told him I liked him. He thought I was just being nice. When a girl admits to liking you, a guy faces a dilemma. 1, you could be joking and pulling his leg. 2, you just sympathize for him, or you like him as a friend and that's it. In that order usually, really. When I was in high school, the thing mean girls would do is go to an nerdy or outcast and say some girl liked them. This was supposed to be a joke on the girl. Sucked to be me, the nerdy outcast. To this day not sure if this one girl liked me or if some girls were just being bitches. Yes, this is the dilemma I faced freshman year. Someone girl came up to me in math class and was like, "That other girl I am friend likes you." I was like, "Yay, sure, the pretty, beautiful, smart girl likes me, sure. There is a better chance of me getting struck by lightning. Though it always leaves you with a streak of hope, but what if she did? That streak sucks cause you never can get closure, and no, because you feel you aren't anywhere near good enough for her, so there is no way she really likes. Asking her seems like a good option, right? Not really, cause if she turns you down you are joke in front of everyone." We were playing Don't Drink and Drive on Mario Kart. Just the two of us. I was trashing him, so L gave him a chance by lying sideways across his lap for the entire race. He didn't take the hint. We started dating 2 weeks after that. He was concentrating hard to not get an erection. He forgot about you for a while. Honestly, I can relate to that big time. One time a girl straight up asked if I wanted to take my pants off and I didn't get it. I was like, nah, they're actually not uncomfortable at all. Usually when girls ask you to take off your pants, it's for their comfort. No one wants to come in contact with the kind of tough fabric a lot of pants are made of when they're sleeping. Also, always take off your belt. That's just cruel to accidentally poke someone with your belt buckle. Yeah, in a situation like that, instead of saying yes or no, just try to get some more info. If she really wants you and you don't say explicitly no, she should eventually just tell you what she wants. Need to keep the belt on, or my pants will fall off. I freaking made out with him, but apparently because I didn't sleep with him on the first date he thought I wasn't interested. That's just sad. Wait, digressing here. Is your name a wordplay on Bolanath, which is a name for Lord Shiva? It also means innocent and simple. In which case you asking this question is straight up a username checks out moment. I don't need sleep. I need answers. Not a girl, but I was staying a night at a hotel, and the hotel bar had just closed. I went out front for a smoke and start chatting with 2 women. We shoot the shit for a few minutes and then all head back into the hotel and to the elevator. We get in, they press 15, I press 9, and one of them turns to me and says, "I don't suppose there's a secret bar on the 9th floor we can go to?" My dumbass responds, "No, but you can grab a cab and be at a bar in 10 minutes, then the doors open and I leave." This is amazing. How long did it take you to realize? Brushing teeth 15 years later, wait a minute. Staring in the mirror not even coherent enough to know if you still have underwear on or not, and it hits you 30 seconds into brushing. Son of a bitch. Guy here. A girl took my hat off, started running her fingers through my hair and asked what did I do to get it so smooth. I proceeded to tell her all about the new shampoo I had switched to a month before until she cut me off. Well, don't leave us hanging, man. What's the shampoo? No, Head and Shoulders. Literally said I want to be yours, and the dude just keeps smiling and goes on about random space facts. That one hurt a bit. What was the coolest space fact? I can't recall, sorry. I kind of just re-evaluated my whole flirting technique after that. Fair enough, I just wanted to learn about space. Did you know that while at its closest point, Venus is the planet closest to Earth? Most of the time Mercury is our closest neighbor. Even more amazing, Mercury is the closest neighbor most of the time to all the planets in our solar system. When I was like 15-16, this girl from school I had a huge crush on kept inviting me to her house when she was alone, wearing the smallest tops and asking for back massages. I never got the hint. Years later, when I started going out with my now fiancé, that girl's sister tells my GF, hey, my sister had such a crush on him back in school. I was not a bright teenager. 15-16-year-old me hates 15-16-old you. That's nothing. When I was 15, there was this girl I had met online, playing games. We got along great, would Skype almost daily, constantly talk, just getting along well. We met IRL a few times as well, even though she lived across the country. I did have a minor crush on her, but just assumed she wasn't interested, cause she never made any moves. In hindsight, she absolutely did. I was just very stupid. So anyways, this girl, that, over the course of the next 2 years, had told me she's not looking for a boyfriend, but would love to date someone like me, told me repeatedly that I looked really cute, asked me to cuddle with her when I was staying at her place, changed clothes while I was in the room with the words I don't mind if you see me naked. Eventually, she asked me, hey, could you see yourself going on a date with me? I, assuming it was a hypothetical or joke, replied something about how that wouldn't really be realistic because she lived across the country. That was the end of it. I think at that point she gave up. It took me almost another year before I realized what had happened. By then she had a boyfriend, one who I assume wasn't anywhere near as dense as I was. I'm going to dedicate my drink tonight to past you. RIP. Guy here and been told this by colleagues. Had a date with a girl I kissed at a festival. I got her number after that first kiss and asked if she'd be down to meet in less drunk circumstances. She was. We met, we talked and I walked her home. She asked me if she could hug me and if I wanted to sleep over. I told her I had a 40 minutes drive back home. Now I saw this as an act of politeness. My female co-workers claimed it was definitely more. I still don't know though how to say this gently. You made the wrong call, bud. Yeah, I know. And I actually didn't go in because I thought, hey, let's not rush this. Let's be respectful and take it slow. See where that got me. I am a guy, but I can share my density as the guy that missed the hints. I went to a store where there was a girl I liked in college. We used to small talk while I browsed and never bought anything, bring a poor college student. This time I came in the store and she said hi and we chatted a bit while I shopped. She complained, I'm going to be home alone tonight, my family is out of town. I replied, oh that's too bad. She says, I'm off at 5 today. It was 4 at the time. What are you up tonight? I'm up for anything. Oh nothing, just sitting at home and watching a movie. My brain must have completely self-destructed, because the conversation ended there. I never saw her again after that. She either quit, or was avoiding me. I must have been in a daze from school to miss that cue. School does that to me too. plus the fact that I'm shy and therefore believe I never get attention adds to the oblivious bliss. Yeah, it has that effect. If I were you, I'd focus on school until your head is in the game, and you have the means. Friend was complaining he was hot because of his long sleeve shirt. I said, oh, I'm sure you'd be just as hot without the shirt. He was so unaware, but I finally just kissed him. Complained I was a bit cold, so he gave me a blanket. I then told him there's space for two under the blanket, in an obvious flirting tone. He answered with no thanks, I'm not cold. I still tease him with it once in a while. We're married now. Holy shit, I'm mentally slow. I just realized I was him a week or two ago. I went on a second date with a girl to a hockey game, and I don't feel comfortable doing touchy-feely stuff until I outright say I'm ready to commit seriously. So halfway through she says, man, it's pretty cold in here, isn't it? And I said no, if anything I'm a little warm. Things went normally for the rest of the game, but afterwards I got straight ghosted. Lmao. I couldn't for the life of me figure out why, but that may or may not be it. It could be anything really, but I hadn't connected those dots yet, so I physically facepalmed when the light bulb went off. Edit. Thanks for the nice comments so far. It wasn't anything I was fully committed to yet, so I didn't get too bent out of shape. The bigger thing for me is that I can be socially inept at times and have not been on many dates with people I don't already know to start with, even though I'm in my mid-20s, long chain of events lol. So I had moreover been trying to discern where anything could have been remotely connected to being ghosted, so I could potentially improve my self-awareness in a type of situation I'm not often in. I had let it go, but this reminded me of it and I thought I'd share. A guy I'm currently seeing invited me camping earlier this month. We were cuddling and I noted how nice the showers are in the bathroom at the provincial park. I said they're really warm and lots of space for two people, trying to hint for him to join me for sexy time. This man, without missing a beat, says actually, you could fit like 10 people in those showers. We laughed about it really hard the next weekend and he said I knew what you were getting at, but my brain just wanted to answer it logically. I like that guy smile. I once was modeling clothes I planned to take on vacation for my boyfriend. After showing off a couple of outfits, I told him to close his eyes and changed into lingerie. He opened his eyes and I asked him what he thought. His jaw dropped and he said, you can't wear that outside. I put my clothes back on. My buddy in college was stressing over when to make the move to kiss a girl he liked. While we encouraged him to not wait for the perfect moment and just go for it, he admitted he should have tried to kiss her when they were in the shower. Edit. Stressing, not staying. If this is the truth, I think I need a brick for my own head. This sounds like the plot to a harem anime. They trip in the shower, thankfully nobody gets hurt. He falls on her, his hand is on her breast. They look into each other's eyes, they blush. He says sorry, gets off her and goes back to washing his ass. We're in the shower, naked together, but nothing happened, so we're still friends. Like no homo for straight people. No hetero. Hey, that shirt makes your boobs look great, no hetero. Ah, has potential.